season, I like to share some new product and gift ideas for our gardening friends. And whenever I'm out in the gardens and see our ambassadors working, I find them sitting on buckets, flipped over, or some of them bring their own stools. So I thought a gardening stool was a great idea for a gift. And it has a little stool that reminds me of the camp stool I used when I was a kid. And it has an attachable and detachable tool set. So you could take that off and carry it around as a tote bag or carry it around with your stool. I also find that books are always a great gift, and this year I thought going back to the basics and looking for some books on specific plant materials such as the tulip and daffodil books. I also have a new Vines and Climber book from Alan Armitage. And a lot of our gardening audience live in small spaces or urban areas, so I thought this Big Gardens for Small Spaces was a great idea. And to go with it, tall perennials. Because adding height to those small spaces makes them look a lot bigger. And I thought this one was fun, a little miniature book on square foot gardening that would be great to add to somebody's stocking. Well, gardeners are always looking for new tools, and I was really impressed with these loppers for Gilmore that fold in on themselves. And this makes it smaller and easier for storage. I could also put it in my bag without causing any tears. But this gear system here that makes it foldable also adds power to the cutting motion. Well, for those of you who don't compost your leaves, bagging them up can often be a challenge. So I was impressed with this new product. This is a dissolved bagging system. It has a mesh but biodegradable leaf bag, and inside you put this pop-up support system. You pull the snaps and stretch it out, and it supports the bag while you fill it up with leaves. And then when you're finished, you pull the bag out and tie up your bag, and you can drag it across. It's biodegradable, but it's real tough, so you could drag it across your driveway and it won't tear on you. I like to look for gifts to inspire young gardeners and get my kids also involved in the garden. I thought this apron and hat set from Green Arbor was really cute. Has little pockets to hold all your tools. And I also found this adorable VeggieTale pail for starting seeds. I know my kids love to plant seeds in the windowsill and watch them come up and mature into a full-grown plant. There's also, of course, a number of decorative container ideas for adults as well to start their seeds, including this little windowsill box for your herbs. So you can have herbs in the kitchen while you're cooking. I saw this and thought this would be a great gift for all of our staff. Whenever we walk through the gardens, we're pulling little weeds out of the ground or clippings, and this is called the Gardener's Hollow Leg, and it has a clip so you can attach it either to your belt or just wrap it around your waist and walk around and throw all your cuttings in here, or you could use it when you're harvesting fruits and vegetables as well. Another great gift for any garden are bird houses, and I really like to encourage bluebirds in the garden. I just find them to be so beautiful and colorful. I actually gave a birdhouse to my son one year and he absolutely loved it. So it's always a surprise what kids will find exciting. We also have a bat house, and encouraging bats in the landscape is a great way to encourage predators to eat some of those pesky insects. And of course you want to give all these great gifts in a useful garden tote so they can carry their tools and products around the garden with them. So I hope I've shared a few interesting ideas for you and your gardener friends.
We hope you've enjoyed this classic from the Oklahoma Gardening Vault. Remember, even though these tips and techniques are timeless, there's always something new to learn in the world of gardening. By subscribing to both Oklahoma Gardening and OK Gardening Classics, you'll have access to a wealth of gardening knowledge, both classic and contemporary.